Hi, my friend. I'm Alexandra Hrushka. I am the creator of Money, Motherhood, Manifestation. I'm excited to be with you this week on this episode. We're going to be talking about creating your own digital business on your own terms. So AKA without the mom guilt, without the hustle. Now, this may sound like we're going to get into a lot of strategy today, and that's not where we're going. I'm actually going someplace completely different, because here's what happens is when we want to create our business or whatever it is that we go to create, it could be, well, we'll talk about a business right now. You're always told, okay, you need a strategy, you need a business plan, you need a marketing plan, you need all these plans, right? And so we get in the mindset of tasks, we get in the mindset of, it's going to be sheer willpower that I'm going to get through this. I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to grind. I'm going to go. I'm going to create this, and it's just going to happen, right? I'm just going to, my husband likes to say balls to the wall. Like, let's just do this and grind and get it out. And what ends up happening specifically for us moms is we get into the hustle culture and we get into the mom guilt. We get into no, but I have to get this done and I don't have time for my children, or I have all this time with my children and I don't have enough time to hustle. And it's a balance that often we struggle with. So if you're listening, you're like, oh, amen. Like, I hear you, Alexandra. I know, like, I'm there with you. And I know I've been in the hustle culture for a long time. And I know when I had my son in 2020, trying to balance my other digital business, and a mom, and I decided to get a master's. And that was something that was kind of difficult for me. So I don't want you to be there. And what ends up happening and why we get there is because we get dysregulated. And if this is something that's a new concept to you, you're like, no, Alexandra, I just need to put my head down. I need to work. No, I want to talk about a dysregulated nervous system. Okay. And we want to be out of the dysregulation. So what is dysregulation? It's when we're in the fight, flight, or freeze phase. So when our nervous system is heightened, when we're on alert, our body doesn't know the difference between being chased by a tiger or you saying, I have to get this email out. Our body doesn't know the difference between I'm in the prairie or the savannah in Africa and there is a rhinoceros coming after me, or, oh my gosh, I had too much coffee and I'm hyped up and I need to get my Excel sheet done, right? So when we're in that heightened state, that's when the mom guilt happens. That's when the dysregulation happens. That's when you get absolutely stuck. So I want to talk about some of the things that we do when we're dysregulated. Maybe we snap at our kids. Maybe you absolutely lose it at your kid. Maybe you're like, oh my God, it's 10 a.m. There's a bottle of wine open. I have to have it. Like, I've been there. I've totally been there as a mom. Maybe it's, you snap at your husband, you snap at someone you love. It's the burnt out. It's the, oh my gosh, I just need to take a break, but I can't take a break. It's wondering why you're working so hard, but nothing's happening. And maybe you're having your own little breakdowns throughout the day. Or maybe you spend all day sitting on the toilet scrolling through your Instagram because you just can't, you're like, I can't work today. And that's all that makes you happy. So those are just like, those are some things that I know when I do that, I'm like, okay, I'm dysregulated right now. And I look at it and go, okay, what needs to change? I want to talk about some physical signs of being dysregulated and having your nervous system in fight or flight. Now, actually, before I get there, fight or flight is important. So we got to have it, right? If you're walking across the street and there's a bus coming at you, you want your fight or flight to kick in. You want it to kick in to say run. If you are under some sort of trauma or some sort of stress, you want your it needs to kick in. But what needs to happen is it needs to kick off. And so often in today's world, specifically as moms that are trying to create businesses, specifically as moms that are business owners, we never kick off. We're over caffeinated. We drink, we drink our way through the night. We wake up, have to have 5 cups of coffee, and we're scattered, right? We're not doing anything. We're trying to do it all, and we're kind of failing in different parts. So some physical signs of being dysregulated are chronic fatigue, feeling constantly tired, even after a full night's sleep. Guilty, been there. Sleep disturbances, trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up frequently. Digestive issues. This could be IBS, it could be constipation, nausea. This can all be linked to the brain-gut connection. I know I struggle with that personally, with my tummy. Muscle tension, persistent muscle aches, tightness, unexplained pain. Headaches or migraines. Do you guys get headaches or migraines often? That's a huge sign of being stuck in your fight or flight. Heart palpitations, experiencing irregular or rapid heartbeat, specifically during times of stress. Shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, or feeling like you can't catch your breath. So those are some physical signs. Here's some emotional signs that are also, so you may be like, well, I don't experience any of that. I'm good. Here's some emotional signs. Do you have anxiety or panic attacks? That's a really good sign right there. You're in the worry, you're experiencing anxiety. Maybe you're having mood swings. Maybe you rapidly change. Maybe you're angry and then you feel overwhelmed. Maybe you're in a depressed state. Maybe you're persistently feeling of sadness, hopeless, or lack of interesting activities. Maybe you have a difficulty concentrating. Maybe it's brain fog, forgetfulness. When you're in that fight or flight, you're in a state that is, I have to survive. You're in survival mode. You're not in a relaxed state where your brain can think. Emotional numbness, feeling emotionals or experiences. You're detached from life. And maybe you have a hard time handling stress. Like you just get oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. I can't get out of bed. I'm overwhelmed. And then here's some behavioral signs. So avoidance, you're avoiding situations or people because it seems overwhelming. Maybe you're procrastinating. Maybe you're just like, I just don't know how to do this. Something that's so simple. I'm going to procrastinate. Overworking or overachieving. So this is something that we may not associate with a dysregulated nervous system because we're like, I don't want to deal with my stress. I don't want to deal with my emotions. I don't want to deal with what I'm feeling. So I'm going to put everything into my job, or I'm going to put everything into being a mom, or I'm going to put everything into my hobby or whatever it is so I can avoid. So it's the same thing as like the alcoholic going to the alcohol to numb the feelings. You're going to go into your business and like overachieve. Or self-isolation, withdrawing from social activities. Okay. So I wanted to go through this because I'm sure listening as I just checked these off, you're like, yeah, I've been there. I've been there. I've totally been there. I'm reading through even though I wrote these things, I'm like, yeah, I remember a time in my life when that was totally me, or that was me last week, or that was me yesterday, or whatever it may be. This is something I want you to approach this neutrally. Okay. So I don't want you to be hard on yourself. I don't want you to say, oh my gosh, now what? Remember, we're talking about creating your own business. So when you're creating your business from this place of I have to, I should, I need to put my head down, I need to work harder, you're creating a place, you're creating it from like almost a trauma response. You're creating it from an anxiety state of like, I have to get this working or else like this has to work. We know that doesn't work, right? It may work maybe one time or two times, but this hustle you're going to have burnout. And again, we talk a lot about energy. We talk about the law of attraction. We talk about for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when you're putting trauma response, hustle into your work, into your mothering, into your marriage, something's gonna break. So one thing I want to talk about, are you calming your nervous system? So are you doing more with less? And this is going to be hard at first, especially if you are a hustler. I'm a recovering hustler. If you are a hustler and you're like, but Alexandra, my task list is 74 tasks deep. Like, what do you mean? I just need to do some breath work. And you're like, I don't have time for that. There's some things that I want you to realize because your business is a reflection 100% of you. It's the mirror image of you. I saw on Instagram yesterday it was so true, like, it says, I don't know, meme, reel, whatever. It was a reel that said, your house is a reflection of you. You might walk into your house and it's like everything's perfectly placed. Like the kitchen is clean. You have fresh flowers. It looks beautiful. But then you open a drawer and like you can't even close it. Like all the shit comes out. Or you open a cupboard and like everything falls out of the cupboard. And is that a reflection of you? Like you may look perfect on the outside. You may look like you have this business going on the outside and you have, a great relationship with your husband and you have a great relationship with your kids and all that. But then as soon as you sit down, you're like, oh my gosh, but I snapped at my kids yesterday and I feel like an awful mom and I'm trying to do this, but then I'm trying to do this with my husband and I don't know, should I spend the afternoon working and getting ahead or should I spend the afternoon with my family? I don't know what to do. So I just want you to look at this through neutrality and take a deep breath and realize that we create our business because there's something we want. And I know it's not hustle. I know it's not a dysregulated nervous system. It's how we want to spend our days. I know I created my business for freedom. I created it because I want to be a mom. I want to spend time with my family, but I also want the freedom to have an income come in and say like, yeah, let's go to Disneyland this weekend. I don't care what it costs. Yeah, let's go. You want to book flights to New York? Let's go. I don't care what it costs, right? So those are things that I want to be able to do with my family. When we're in this dysregulation, we feel stuck, we feel lost, we feel like why did I even start this business? And we're hurting, okay? Again, I want you to look at this through neutrality. I want you, this may be like an aha moment. This may have been the first time you've heard of a dysregulated nervous system. This may be the first time that you're looking at, oh my gosh, this is me. I'm here right now. Okay. Let's take a deep breath. I get in other episodes how we calm our nervous system, the importance of it. But I wanted to bring it to your awareness today to say, this is how we're going to start our business. Our business is a reflection of where we are on the inside. Okay. I have a quiz for you. I'm excited. It's all about manifestation. It talks about the different types of manifestors that we are. So are you a mama manifestor? Are you a ritual mama? Are you a dreamer mama? There's 5 types of mamas, 5 types of ways that we manifest. It's a really fun quiz. I enjoyed taking it. And what I like about it is it's going to be specific to you. So when you do the quiz, you get a PDF, an ebook that will be specific to your manifestation type. And so you can read through it and you can start doing things today that will help you manifest just based on your personality. There's also a free bonus in there that is 30 days of journal prompts to help get you going every single day that will allow you to just like kind of break maybe some beliefs you don't need, look at some past things, and then look at some things in the future. So anyways, I have it for you below. Check it out. Like I said, it's free. It's what manifestor type you are. It's a really fun quiz. I enjoyed taking it. All right, my friend, I can't wait to hear what you think about today's episode. I know it's going to bring up some emotions. So let me know in the comments. I will see you soon in the next episode. Bye. Hey there. Okay, don't go away. I have a free gift for you. So if you are like me when you started manifestation and you're like, what is the best way for me personally to go about manifesting my dreams, my goals, and things like that? So I created a free quiz that will help you determine your manifestor type, okay? And here's the best part about it, is this free resource will give specific manifestation practice tools for you that you can start using every single day. And plus, there's a bonus, is you get 30 days worth of journal prompts for your specific manifestation type. So I have it for you below. Go check it out. It's free. The quiz is fun. It's in the description. Go take your quiz.